Hello and welcome everyone to the channel ChessFinalZero. White have only one move here to win in this endgame. If you played the knight to d6 check, fork, take his rook, he will take the pawn in e7, and when you take the rook it will be a draw because two knights alone can't win in this endgame. And if you protect it with your king, he will play his rook to e4 check, and when you move your king, he will just take the pawn and it will be a draw. So in order to win in this endgame, you have to protect this pawn. So can you find the only move that wins here for white and protect the pawn? Pause the video and try to find how. If you try to play the knight to c6 to defend this pawn and sacrificing your knight, he will not take the knight right away, he will play rook c5 check. And when you defend the pawn now, he will take this knight, or he can just sacrifice his rook here and he will take the pawn and a draw. And if you try to move the king to d6 now, he will play his rook to e4 right away, attacking this pawn. If you try knight check, he will move his king and it will be a draw. And if you try to defend it with rook, he will just sacrifice his rook and it will be a draw. If you try to move your king to f6 instead here, he will play his rook to f4 check, and you must play your king to e6 to defend the pawn, but he will play rook e4 again and it will be the same scenario, he will take the pawn. So the only move here to defend this pawn and to win with white in this endgame is to play the left knight to e8 and sacrificing this knight and defending the pawn. If he takes the knight, he will not play knight fork because he will take the pawn, so you have to defend this pawn with your king. Now you are threatening checkmate in one move with this knight, so he must play his rook to c6 check. You will play knight e6 checkmate, so he must take with rook, and he have only one move here is to play king f7 and king d7, and you will promote to a queen and you win here. But what if he didn't take and played rook c5 check first? Now you will play your king to e6 threatening checkmate, and if he takes the knight in b5, knight d6 checkmate. And if he played his rook to c6 to stop the knight from d6 check, now you will play this knight to d6 check, and this knight is defending the pawn, so he must move his king. He will promote to a queen check. He must play king c7 and queen e7 check, king b8 and queen b7 checkmate. And that's the only way to win with white in this endgame. If you enjoyed it, like the video. If you want to watch the previous puzzle, click in the left. Thank you for watching.